So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again, Rodgers. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Jamal Williams, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing from the gun is Morgan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills?
Oh,
pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Monte Nicholson picks it. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
From the 44, Rodgers, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch. take the hit and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Rodgers now on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Rodgers to throw once more. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers. He's got it to Williams. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Bo Scarborough, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Rosas now to add the PAT. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Morgan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Morgan. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. On 4th down, the Lions trot out their new punter for 2020, Jack Fox, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big pickup of 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're going ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, you better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jamal Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Morgan. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Swift. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. Down to about the 22 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Swift. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers 17. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. On 2nd and 7, Morgan. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Morgan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. From the gun, Morgan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Josh Jackson. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Morgan looks to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there on the screen pass. 45 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Flushed out right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Bo Scarborough, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Morgan. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Morgan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 37 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Here's Morgan to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Rodgers now on first down. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second and 9, Morgan. Over the middle, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Morgan sets up to throw on first down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. Second down.
Normally, you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Second and 10. Throwing again. Morgan going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here's second and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. On second down, Williams. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Fighting through it, he's got space. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 33 yards that time.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays.
Looking for Hawkinson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hawkinson. His 9th touchdown of the season. And thanks to the interception, the Lions off. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to let this. He's got a man. Complete. 20. 10. Touchdown. Detroit. Tristan Jackson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. That certainly went against the traditional. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. They run it again with Williams. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. That kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
To throw is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. One of the more impressive punt returns you will see. That one from 87 yards away. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. From the gun, it's Morgan. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. On 1st down, Rodgers. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. To throw again, Rodgers. It's complete to Williams. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
First down, Morgan with it. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. Tristan. Jackson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. Now the Lions again lining up for the 2-point try. They'll try to run with Swift. They'll try and run it up the middle. And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down.
an opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Back now at Ford Field. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. On second down, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Williams. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And a fake here, direct snap to the up man. But he will not come anywhere close to the first down marker, and that gives us a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Lions will take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing from the gun is Morgan. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Here's Morgan throwing on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. So now here come the Lions up to go for 2. They'll try to run with Swift. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on 2-point conversions as he is in to get them 2 more. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Again, it's Williams. It's a foot race. The 40. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Jamal Williams, 67 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out there?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Morgan. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Morgan now on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Morgan. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 7 yards the pickup. 1st down Detroit. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Josh Jackson. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Agnew now to return. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Rodgers. This is caught by Williams. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The tally there, -8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well.
Well, it wasn't so much that it looked like the offense was threatening. They were. I mean, they had great field position, but how about the defense on that one? Huge stop on 3rd down. It wasn't just a stop. Look at the loss of yardage, and it changes the play calling and the thought process for the offense now. Big-time play for the D, and now they have the advantage.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Trey Flowers, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Packers, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.